Hi, Rosa.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So,
Sorry,
Rosa,
my computer's making weird noises.
I'm sorry.
Do you hear that? Is my computer's making weird noises?
I don't hear anything. It's all good to me.
Okay, good.
Amazing, amazing. So, Rosa, your self-titled album is to be out on March 4th. So,
Yes,
can you tell me a bit about the songwriting and the production behind this new album?
sure, no problem. So I write all the lyrics myself, and the music production is all handled by the bassist and our guitar player, and of course Andy on drums. And yeah, like the process is really fun. Like usually the boys they write the music and then they just play the songs to me, and sometimes I even write the lyrics on the spot. So they're always like so surprised. How do you just come up with this so quick? And it's just like I have a lot to say, I guess. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. And was there any particular concept that was put behind this album?
A particular what?
Concept or theme that was put behind this album?
The team.
Yes.
Well, it's a lot of like what's happening political right now at the moment, and like I guess in the world, and like we talk a lot about like one of our songs, the one single is it talks about sex work and like the stigma
Yeah.
surrounding sex work. So I denounced that, and a lot of my songs are about like some about domestic abuse and women's right, and I have a little strong feminist viewpoint. So I always like try to like express that in my songs.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you guys have kept the traditional punk rock way by keeping the songs limited to 2 minutes. So was there
Yeah,
any particular idea behind it for keeping it that way?
yeah, it's as sweet and short with
Well,
lots of power.
absolutely. Wonderful, wonderful. And on Feb 17th, you released your single from this album, Trabajo. So can you tell me a bit about this song and what was this song connected with this album?
Yeah, so that's the first song that I was talking about, which is about sex work and how like the stigma that surrounds it, and it was one of like our newer songs in the album, because we had some songs in that album that we practiced for a long time, but this song is part of like half of the album, like 5 new songs that we wrote with Matt, which is the guitar player, and he also plays for Last Agony. So it just came together and it's so powerful, and I bring the point across really well and also so catchy. So and we played it live already a couple times, so it's like we can tell the audience really likes it.
Wonderful. And do you have any plans on the day of the release?
On the day of the release,
Yeah.
just like just flooding my social media with it, and maybe getting together with the guys and hopefully celebrating I get like a launch of the album. And
Wonderful.
like we're actually planning an East Coast tour for the album, and that will be happening in at the end of May.
Mhm.
And we actually opening for like some good bands like Propagandy, and we're playing with other bands too, like Mole Crimes, and that's gonna be a fun tour. Can't wait to get back there out east to Halifax, and one day hopefully Newfoundland.
Wonderful, wonderful. And talking about this album in particular, your voice is so amazing. The power and the band together with the amazing hardcore punk rock put together. The entire album sounds fantastic. So, how do you guys feel about the outcome of this album?
Thank you so much. And we feel great. We put a lot of work, and it was really hard to get together because of all the COVID restrictions, and it was hard to like practice sometimes. But we manage, and we always have fun when we get together, especially when we play shows. So we just hammer through it, and we put all our hard work and soul into it. So we're really happy with it, and we're already working on new.
So, like you said, you have some touring plans coming up in May. So, how is the year looks for you guys on a tour?
Well, so we start in May, and we are heading all the way to Halifax and
Mhm.
coming back, finishing our tour in Quebec. And then we're also playing two big festivals. One Latin, well, they're both Latin festivals, and one will be in Montreal at the end of July. And we're also playing a Latin festival in Toronto
What?
in mid-August. So really looking forward for that. And hopefully we're gonna be working on a West Coast tour as well. And once COVID restrictions diminish more and figure out what's happening with Russia, we're planning to hopefully tour Europe and maybe South America as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you guys started very recently as a band, and you already have three albums in hand. So, can you tell me how it all started for you and how you guys got together as a band?
Okay, so we started back in 2000, end of 2016, beginning of 2017, and it was like me and Stevie and another two members, and we rotated through different band members throughout like the last the first 2 years of the band, and then we finally settled on me and Stevie and Andy on drums and Matt on guitar. So me and Stevie are the ones that have been in the band the longest, and basically there is our child together. And we're so happy to have this lineup now, which works really well. We are available to tour, so we make everything work out. So it's been really good.
Amazing, amazing. And you have been making songs mostly on Spanish. So, do you have plans to write songs in English in the future?
I'm not sure because I really like expressing myself in my first language, and
Yeah,
I feel like that in Spanish it sounds way more passionate and strong.
yeah,
And like I just like identify myself more with singing in Spanish, and I also feel more confident at the same time. So that helps me to be on stage, and it really helped me at the beginning too, when like I was still a little shy and nervous on stage. And in Spanish, maybe a few people understand, but not everybody. So I was just more confident. So I just love singing in Spanish. It just sounds way better for to in my.
Wonderful, wonderful. And what would be some of the next plans that the band is having in the schedule?
Well, we're planning on still writing songs and hopefully have another album coming out
Mhm.
after the release of this one, and planning more tours and hopefully play more bigger festivals all around the world, like the one we played in Mexico in 2019.
Mhm.
And it's always a lot of fun, and to just to be around other punks and other musicians and other people in the scene, the metal scene, and just meet more people and hopefully get back to like coexisting and exchanging ideas
Mhm.
and finding ways to help each other, right? Bring each other up.
Awesome, awesome. And would you like to share some of the great moments that you had over the years?
Great what?
Great moments, notable moments.
Oh, the great moments that we had during the year. Well, with COVID, it's been it's been a lot of like restrictions, but we had our one of our shows back in November when they reopened back Ontario for a little bit, and it was just great to see people come out and be able to interact and just be in a group of people that is haven't been happening for the last 2 years, and a lot of hugs with masks, but we were able to interact and just like coexist, right? So that was an amazing time.
Wonderful, wonderful. And we all know punk is all about rebel music. But do you guys have any big dreams on your mind?
Yeah, yeah, it's about rebellion against what's the norm and what goes wrong with the world, and like a lot of lyrics on punk music talk about being against war no matter what. And right now our plans is to get that message across, and hopefully at the end we can always attain like peace between every nations and all the peoples, because in the end we're all just humans, and we're only here in this world for a short moment of time. So it's just living and trying to make the best out of it.
Wonderful, wonderful. And in the future, if you want to go on road with one particular band, do you have some band on your mind?
Well, we're opening for Propaganda in May, which is like a really big band here in Canada, and we're like super excited about that, and that's one like dream come true. And also like if any bands would like to play, we actually open for a lot of like really good bands in Vancouver too, and in Mexico we got to play alongside Conflict, and also alongside Oi Polloi and other venues. So we have a good list of bands that take off the bucket list of bands, but definitely one day it would be nice to play alongside this Charge,
Yeah,
or like one of like the DB like legends of the 80s, right?
absolutely.
Go to Japan will be nice and play alongside Femted or Live, all those bands. That'll be great.
Amazing, amazing. And you have roots from South America. So have you ever toured in your country before, or do you plan to go and perform for the people out there?
Oh, we're really hoping that we make it bigger so we can maybe get flown out there and play a tour. Like I know a lot of the punks down there, and they're super supportive. They love the band and they want us to play out there. But right now, at the moment, we can't. But we're hoping that we can get there in the next 2 to 5 years for sure.
Wonderful, wonderful. And how is the support for you guys in Canada, and how is the reach on a global level?
um, in Canada, we've been welcomed really well. And I know a lot of people because I've been in the punk scene for like 20 years, roughly.
Yeah,
So knowing the scene really helps, and just knowing people around, and the response has been really positive to our albums. Whenever we play, there's always people rocking out, and that's just an amazing feeling. When we play in Mexico, we were welcomed really well as well, and people really enjoyed the set. We also we sold albums from our second release, our first full album. We sold albums all over the world. Even like we went as far as to get like a request from Japan, where we sold out like the albums that we sent to. So it's been a really nice response, and hopefully we just keep this going and we keep making great music, and we can reach as many people as we can.
wonderful, wonderful. And do you have any plans before the release to make some videos from this new album?
We're hoping that when we go on tour and this East Coast tour, we can make an actual compilation of like all the great sets, and we can make a video out of that. That would be great.
Absolutely. And Rosa, finally, what would be the message that you want to give to the fans around the world?
I just want to tell everybody to never lose hope, to keep going, where there's always something worth fighting for, and to always look out for people next to you, like the people closest to you, and everybody in general. Keep looking out for sentient beings, and just try to do your best.
Wonderful, wonderful, Rosa. And Rosa, I want to thank you especially for giving me this opportunity today to have this wonderful interview with you. It's a real pleasure to meet you. And thanks for putting up an amazing album this year. Great album again from you guys. Thanks again for that. And I wish you guys all the best this year and the coming years, and hope to see you guys in the road real soon.
Thank you so much. It was really nice meeting you. Thanks for having me over. Let me talk about this.
Thank you.
Have a
Take
great
care.
day.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.